And now at GMA this 4th of July, it is the height of summer, and that means it's also prime time for Lyme disease, that debilitating infection spread by ticks. 20,000 people get the disease every year, and now an emotionally charged new documentary called Under My Skin looks at sufferers of chronic Lyme disease, a painful condition at the center of a heated medical debate.
It's like being wrapped up real tight like a mummy, so you can't move anything. And then having tape across your mouth, so you can't say anything.
I went from being like a gifted athlete to, there's times it's hard to put a shirt on.
I used to do ballet. I was really confused when the doctors told me there was nothing wrong with me and I was just making it all up.
Most cases of Lyme disease can easily be treated with a short course of antibiotics, but for some, their persistent symptoms are challenging the conventional medical wisdom.
I've been misdiagnosed as having chronic fatigue syndrome, lupus,
ALS to MS to nothing.
There's no medicine for someone like you. You're an attractive girl, and obviously you don't feel like you're getting enough attention.
What's gonna happen to me? What's gonna happen to me? I don't want to die.
Patients like these say they're suffering from an ongoing Lyme infection, but doctors hotly contest whether chronic Lyme disease actually exists. Doctors' groups are at odds over the scientific evidence here.
We want to help people who are suffering. That's our job. But our job is not to make things up just because people want answers. We look at the scientific literature and we try to guide their doctors.
There's plenty of science that supports persistence of Lyme disease. And it's a broader perspective and interpretation of the science. It means that many people who could be treated aren't, and go on to suffer chronic illness, and that could be avoided and prevented.
Further complicating the problem is that there's no reliable test which tells you if the Lyme infection is still present in the body. And doctors strongly disagree over long-term antibiotic use, which is often prescribed to these chronic patients. In clinical trials, the results have been mixed, and for some, it's been fatal.
Sometimes doing the wrong thing is worse than doing nothing. It's better to find out what's really going on and address that and treat it.
Is the risk of the disease worse than the risk of the treatment? If it is, then we want to treat. If it's not, then we don't. It does seem to help some people when you use a well-planned strategy.
And for those who are suffering, they say it's clearly worth the risk.
6 months into the Lyme treatment, it's without a doubt better. I mean, with no question in my mind. I feel like I'm getting back to being myself.
By the time you're so disabled by the disease, you're in a panic state. You want help, it doesn't matter. You'll pay anything to get your health back.
And so we're joined now by Dr. Marie Savard. Doctor, it's always great to have you with us. And I know that Lyme disease is detected in all 50 states, worse in some areas than in others. But where does this debate over chronic Lyme disease stand?
You know, doctors still don't fully agree, but they're doing a lot of research, and that's what's important. But the bottom line is people are suffering, and there's some people who have the continued symptoms, as we saw in the tape, and we don't have an explanation. But they're looking for a cause, maybe autoimmune, maybe a persistent infection. But they are doing the work to try to find those answers. Excruciating for the people who think that they have it.
Let's talk about the symptoms, so that if you're out there, often it goes misdiagnosed. That's the biggest problem here, is it not?
Yeah, the bottom line is it's a serious disease, so it can be misdiagnosed, it can look like other things, but the earliest sign, 70 to 80% of people will have what's called a bullseye rash, a red rash. That can be a clue. That can be then quickly followed by other things like chills, headache, fever, even fatigue, joint pains. A lot of symptoms, even swollen lymph glands. And those are the